Okay, guys, for those of you who are still a little bit confused about simplifying your fractions, today here's a video that might help you. What I want you to do is I want you to look at this rectangle and let's go ahead and decide on the denominator as we make the fraction of what is shaded here, what part we're going to represent of this whole. So let's find out what our denominator is going to be by counting all the pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, so our denominator is 12. And let's count what is shaded. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will make our numerator 4. But you know what? I see another fraction hidden in there. Can you? What if I remove the horizontal lines? I now see 1/3. Did you notice that I didn't change the size of our shaded area? It remained the exact same size. 4/12 is equal to 1/3. You can cross multiply and check. However, 1/3 says, I like to keep things simple. And 4/12 says, I'm a little bit more complicated. We want to use 1/3 because it's more simple. It's in its simplest form. The numbers are easier to work with. But we did not change the fraction. We just gave it a different name. Today in this video, you're going to learn how to simplify your fractions. What tools are you going to need out of your math toolbox to simplify this fraction? Well, the first tool you're going to need is your greatest common factor. And the next tool you'll need is division. So let's get started, my math minions, and do some major simplifying. Let's simplify the fraction 4/16. The first thing we're going to do is find the GCF of the numerator and the denominator. I like to do this by making a T-chart. I put the numerator on the left and the denominator on the right, and then I list my factors. After I've listed my factors, I search for the greatest common factor, the greatest number they have in common. What do you see? That's right. 4 is the greatest common factor. Now it's time to divide. We're going to divide our numerator and denominator by our greatest common factor. And when we do that, we will be placing our fraction in simplest form. Let's do that now. 4 divided by 4 is going to give us the numerator of 1, and 16 divided by 4 will give us the denominator 4. 1/4 is as simple as we can get. Now you try. Remember, you're going to need your GCF and division out of your toolbox to reduce this to its simplest form. Pause this movie and try this one on your own. All right, let's see what you came up with. Did you find the GCF? Did you list all your factors of 6 and all your factors of 12? Did you find that the greatest common factor they had in common was 6? Then, did you use your tool of division and divide the numerator and the denominator by 6? If you did, was your answer 1/2? I sure hope so. Some of you might not have even had to do this step because you noticed that 6 was exactly half of 12. And you knew right away that its simplest form was 1/2. Try some more. Keep it simple. Pause the video now and try these on your own. When you're done, press play again to check your answers. Remember, find the GCF, then divide the numerator and the denominator, because whatever you do to the top, you have to do to the bottom. All right. I hope that you were successful in simplifying these fractions. Let's take a look at the correct answers. Check your work now. If you've got some of them wrong, turn and talk to a neighbor and try to figure out what mistake you made.